What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another video. Hope you're doing well, feeling great, and enjoying freedom. It's a great day to have a great day. Today, I wanted to make a very quick video talking about how I reached an 800 credit score in 2022. We're going to get into it, but really quick, just in case you're new, make sure to subscribe for daily videos. Subscribe to my second channel for weekly videos. Get yourself some DYDSS merchandise to help support the channel. Try out some G Fuel Energy Formula, $5 off your first order by clicking the link in the description. And of course, make sure to go and get your up to 12 free fractional shares by downloading Webull and funding your account. Refer one friend by the end of the month and they're going to give you all the way up to 20 free shares of Google, guaranteed at least one. Each one's worth about $90 as I'm recording the video. For every friend you refer after that, they're going to give you 15 free fractional shares of some of those rock-solid companies on the planet, as well as an entry to the New Year prize board. Everything will be linked in the description. All right, so today I wanted to talk about how I reached an 800 credit score in 2022, which is probably why I keep receiving these envelopes in the mail offering me an invitation-only black card membership. I get multiple ones in the mail all the time. So before I talk about how I went about hitting 800, I wanted to show a little bit of proof, or the closest thing I have to proof. Because I don't know what my official credit score is, but I use a variety of different credit cards. I have a variety of different accounts. I actually have 6 different credit cards, a lot of which are with different companies, different banks, and I have different apps and different ways of going about checking what my credit score is most likely to be. So this one right here, through CreditWise, says that I'm at an 801. This one right here, which is from Credit Karma, the app just to keep track of your credit and whatnot, uses 2 different credit scoring models. TransUnion, which says that I'm at an 801. Equifax also says that I'm at an 801. This one right here is from Chase, which says that I'm also at an 801. And then, of course, there's this one, which says that I'm at a 780, but it was last updated November 26th. It still has to update this month. It just hasn't yet. I'm willing to bet it'll probably be an 801, which is what the rest of them say. So I'm going to go ahead and assume that my official credit score is probably an 801. Now, for those of you wondering how I went about doing this, I did not go from 0 to 800 or 0 to 801, I guess technically, this year. I started building my credit, I think about 5 years ago. I think it was 2017, maybe 2018. I started building my credit, and the reason I started building my credit was because I wanted to get my credit to a place where it was just considered good. I wanted good credit. Prior to having good credit, I didn't have bad credit. I had no credit. And I decided that I wanted to get good credit because I wanted bare minimum interest rates. And I don't plan on borrowing money. I don't plan on taking out a loan or doing anything like that. But if I ever needed to, or if I ever decided that I wanted to, or if, let's just say, when I'm finally ready to go and buy a house, I want to pay as little as possible in interest. And if you have a good credit score, if you're at a 740, 750, 760 or higher, you're considered top tier, and you're going to be paying bare minimum interest rates. If you have fair credit, if it's kind of sort of, you're going to be paying more in interest than somebody with great credit. Or God forbid, if you have bad credit, you're going to be paying way more. In fact, maybe you won't have to pay more, but maybe you won't even be able to get the loan at all because you wouldn't be considered trustworthy enough for the loan that you'd pay it back. So I wanted to pay bare minimum interest rates if I ever needed to or decided to borrow money, mortgage, whatever the case may be. So I started building a couple years ago. I just got a standard secured card, which means I put a down payment on it. I think it was a $50 down payment, and they held on to my $50. That way, if I decided to be reckless and not pay back what I owe, they could just use my down payment like as collateral. If I decided to not pay it back, they'll use my own money to pay it back. That's how that works. That's a good way of beginning to build your credit if you have no credit, and it's also a fantastic way of rebuilding credit if you have bad credit. From there, I went and got another credit card. It was a cashback card. Offered me 1% back on everything. I later upgraded that to a new card that the bank put out with 1.5% cash back. So now I was up to 2 cards. Then I got a third card. This one offered me 2% cash back on absolutely everything. So now I have a cashback card that offers me 0% back, one that offers me 1.5, and one that offers me 2. Then I went and got the Amazon Rewards Signature Visa card, which gives me 5% back on Amazon purchases, because I do a lot of shopping on Amazon. Well, not a whole lot of shopping, but if I'm going to buy something online, 9 times out of 10 it's on Amazon. So I figured, hey, you know what? Why not give myself a 5% discount on everything that I buy on Amazon? A lot of the stuff that I buy on Amazon is like camera equipment and stuff for my YouTube channel, so, why not? I also went and got myself a card that gives me 5% cash back on rotating quarterly categories. Sometimes, like let's just say Q1, grocery stores and wholesale clubs. Q2, gas stations. Q3, eBay. Q4, restaurants, something like that. So I try to be strategic. And I try to not spend in certain categories because I know I have a category coming up. Let's just say, next quarter it's going to be this particular category, so I'll save my spending for that and I'll put it on there so I can get that 5% back. Then I got another credit card that offers me 3% back on dining and entertainment and anything that falls under the umbrella of dining and entertainment. You buy tickets to a football game, you go to the movies, you go bowling, you go out to eat, you get takeout, you get food delivered to you, anything that falls under the umbrella, 3% back. So originally I started building my credit in the first place because I wanted to pay bare minimum in interest when it's time for me to get a mortgage. But along the way, I discovered the power of cashback. I realized that I could get a 2% discount on absolutely everything, a 5% discount on almost everything, a 10% discount on certain things. I need to pay for these things anyway. You got to pay rent. Why not get 2% back on your rent? It might not sound like very much, but it's something. If you pay $1,000 in rent and you get 2% back, that's $20. Multiply that by 12. You're paying rent every month for the entire year anyway. That's a decent amount of cash saved. Might not be all that much, but it's something. Get 5% back on groceries. We all spend, hundreds of dollars a month on groceries. Why not get 5% back? If you do shopping on Amazon, why not get something back? And none of the cards that I have an annual fee. This black card right here, I do not have this card. I have not submitted an application for it. They keep sending me invitations to apply. I have not applied, and I don't plan on applying at any time in the future because it has an annual fee, and I know that I wouldn't be getting immense amount of value out of it. My theory is you can build credit and get all this cash back for free. Why pay an annual fee? Unless, of course, you're getting 2 to 3 times more value out of it than what you have to pay. For example, if it has a $100 a year annual fee, a certain credit card, I personally would not apply for it unless I knew for an absolute fact that I'd be making at least $200 to $300 bare minimum just by simply having the card. The annual fee needs to be paid for by the cashback, and I need to make at least twice as much after that. So I have no need for cards that have fees. But anyway, I started to understand the power of cashback, and I started using it to the best of my ability. I started implementing it in ways that people probably have never heard of or never even thought of before. And I took all of that cash back, which, by the way, I believe it was 2020, I had I think it was $760 worth of cash back. That's a decent amount of cash. And when it comes time to do your taxes, cash back is not considered income. It's considered just money that you saved. Same as using a coupon or whatever. So that was $760 that got transferred to my checking account at the end of the year. And I took some of it, I withdrew it as cash, and I went and got some silver and gold with it, and I took a huge portion of it, and I invested it to start appreciating in value and also start paying dividends. So I saved money just by purchasing things that I'm required to purchase anyway. I cannot survive without purchasing food. I cannot survive without a roof over my head. Certain things you gotta pay for. You gotta gas up your car. There's no, like, there's no contesting that. You have to do these certain things. So why not give yourself a 2 to 10% discount on absolutely everything that you spend money on? That's what I started doing, and all of that cash back that I was getting in return, I just began investing it, and it was like a cheat code to life. And at this point, I've been really utilizing all the cash back for that reason for the last probably about 2.5 to 3 years. But I've been building my credit for, I think, probably about 5, give or take. And I've never missed a payment. I've never carried a balance. I've paid off every single penny that I owed before the due date on all of my accounts. And by doing this, I've showed every single lender that not only am I reliable and trustworthy, but they can't make a whole lot of money off of me because I've never paid interest. And I don't plan on paying interest, not on a credit card. And I get all that cash back, which I know it doesn't sound like very much. Oh, 2%. Yeah, what's 2%? Yeah, what's 2% on absolutely everything, every single day, every week, every month, every year? It adds up. Believe me, it adds up. And you can walk away with a triple-digit amount by the end of the year, maybe even a quadruple-digit amount by the end of the year, and that's your cash to do what you want with. You can take that cash to the coin shop. You can take that cash to the stock market. You can take that cash and just hold on to it and do the same thing next year and hold on to that, and then do the same thing after that and hold on to that, and congratulations. Now you have a down payment on a house just from buying groceries and buying stuff off of Amazon and paying rent. All that cash back, it adds up. Hundreds of dollars, thousands of dollars, while simultaneously building your credit and setting yourself up for success long term. You got to have good credit. If, of course, you want to pay the bare minimum. That goes for car loans as well, personal loans as well, business loans as well. You got to have good credit. It's not just a mortgage we're talking about here. Got to have good credit. And if you're going to have good credit, why not make some money while building your credit? That's the way I see it. Anyway, that's today's video. That's how I reached an 800 plus credit score in 2022. It wasn't done from start to finish in 2022. It's been a couple years in the making, but I continued doing this year what I've done all the previous years, and this was the year I was finally able to get myself into the 800 club, which, by the way, nothing special happens at 800. There's no difference between 800 and 799. Except for that one point. It's no difference. Nothing changes. Nothing gets any better. Nothing gets any worse. No reward pops up. Like, nothing happens. It doesn't matter. Credit score, it's just a number. But as long as you're over that 760 mark, you're in the top tier. I guess the one special thing that happens is that MasterCard's going to start sending you black card invitations. But that's up to you if you want to apply or not. I want you guys to head on down to the comments and let me know anything and everything related to today's video topic. When it comes to your credit score, you don't have to share your credit score with me. It's none of my business, just like my credit score is none of your business. I just thought that this was a topical video. I thought that a lot of people might find this interesting, especially moving on into 2023. A lot of people are going to be, setting their New Year's resolutions, and I'm sure a lot of people are going to be looking to build their credit and also save money and make money. So it's a relevant video to make, and I just figured, hey, why not? I want you guys to head on down in the comments and let me know whether or not you're in the 800 club as well, and if so, how'd you get there? Let me know in the comments. If you guys like today's video, please hit that like button, subscribe if you're new, subscribe to my second channel, which is my backup channel for exclusive weekly content. Go and get yourself some DYDSS merchandise to help support the channel in the biggest possible way. Try out some G Fuel Energy Formula, $5 off your first order by clicking the link in the description. They have buy one, get one free sales going on all the time. Go ahead and buy one. Maybe you'll get one free, and go ahead and get $5 off on top of that. And of course, last but certainly not least, make sure to go and get your up to 12 free fractional shares by downloading Webull and funding your account. You could deposit as little as you'd like, even as little as a penny. It still works, it still counts, you still get your up to 12 free fractional shares. For every friend you refer, you're not only going to get 15 free fractional shares. I just screwed that up. I looked at the wrong one. If you refer one friend, by the end of the month, Webull's going to give you all the way up to 20 free shares of Google. You're guaranteed at least one, so you're walking away a winner no matter what. Each share is worth about $90 as I'm recording the video. And for every friend you refer after that, they're going to give you 15 free fractional shares of some of the most rock-solid companies on the planet. Ford, Coca-Cola, Starbucks, Apple, the list goes on. And for every friend you refer, you're also going to get an entry to the New Year prize board, which means in January, they're going to be taking all the people that made referrals in December. They're going to be taking a few randomly selected names and sending those people even more free shares of Google. Everything will be linked in the description. Please, for the love of God, do not pass up on an opportunity. If you don't want the free stocks, go and get them anyway. They're free. Then just sell them. Congratulations. Now you have the cash to do whatever it is that you want to do. I want you guys to head on down to the comments and let me know anything and everything related to today's video topic. When it comes to building credit, what are some tips and tricks you would recommend? Like I said, for me, I have more than one account. They like to see that you have a mix of different accounts. I've never paid interest because I've never carried a balance. I pay off what I owe in full before the due date even comes. And I just rake in as much cash back as I can possibly get. Like I said, I got different credit cards, and I have different credit cards for different reasons. If I'm going to spend money here, I'm going to use this credit card. If I'm going to spend money over there, I'm going to use that credit card. To maximize cash back so that I can maximize how much money I'm making off of these credit cards just for simply having them without paying an annual fee, because none of them charge me an annual fee. And I take all of that cash back and I invest it with the intent to make even more. So I want you guys to head on down to the comments and let me know anything and everything related to today's video topic. How did you go about building your credit, or what is something that you plan on doing to build your credit over time? And if you're in the 800 club, which I'm finally in now, like I said, nothing special happens. It's just a pat on the back, really, but it's kind of cool. What did you do to get yourself into the 800 club? Head on down to the comments and let me know anything and everything related to today's video topic. Thank you guys so much for watching. See you tomorrow. Don't you dare stop smiling. Peace.